Alphabet will pay $22 million to settle President Trump's YouTube lawsuit. OpenAI will reportedly release a TikTok-like social app alongside Sora 2. And tile trackers reportedly have a security flaw that can let stalkers track your location. It's Tuesday, September 30th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. Alphabet will pay President Donald Trump $22 million as part of a settlement in a class action lawsuit brought against the company over the suspension of various YouTube accounts following the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol, and that was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. The suit includes other plaintiffs whose YouTube channels were banned that will split an additional $2.5 million in settlement payouts. Trump filed the suit in 2021 alongside lawsuits against Twitter and Facebook over similar suspensions, claiming they infringed on his First Amendment rights. Twitter, now X, paid President Trump roughly $10 million to settle that suit. Meta also settled its suit with the president over his suspension from the platform for $25 million earlier this year. This settlement comes shortly after Alphabet wrote a letter to the House Judiciary Committee lambasting government pressure to moderate content on its platforms. The company also shared that YouTube would be offering a path to reinstatement for accounts previously banned for COVID-19 or election integrity-related misinformation. The settlement from Alphabet will be paid to the Trust for the National Mall, a nonprofit partner of the National Park Service, and will be earmarked for construction of the ballroom that President Trump is building at the White House. The monies from the Meta settlement were similarly earmarked. This summer, Paramount, parent company of CBS, settled a lawsuit brought by the president over claims that the network intended to confuse, deceive, and mislead the public by editing an interview with Kamala Harris. The media company paid $16 million to settle the president's suit. 3 weeks later, the FCC approved the $8 billion acquisition of Paramount by Skydance. In a development that should surprise no one, OpenAI is preparing to release a standalone social app powered by its upcoming Sora 2 video model. That's according to a report by Wired. The app reportedly closely resembles TikTok with a vertical video feed and swipe-to-scroll navigation. The catch? It will only feature AI-generated content. There's apparently no option for the user to upload photos or videos from their phone's camera roll. Wired adds OpenAI will limit Sora 2 to generating clips that are 10 seconds long or shorter for use inside of the app. It is unclear what the model's limit will be outside of the app. TikTok, following an original limit of 15 seconds, allows people to upload clips that are up to 10 minutes long. The new app is also said to include an identity verification tool. Should a user take advantage of the feature, Sora 2 will be able to use their likeness in videos it generates. In turn, that means other people will be able to tag those users and use their likeness when they go to remix one of their videos. As a safety precaution, OpenAI will push a notification to users whenever their likeness is used by someone else, even in situations where someone makes a video but never posts it to the app's feed. According to Wired, the software will refuse to generate some videos due to copyright restrictions. However, it's not clear just how robust those protections will be. With the Wall Street Journal reporting OpenAI will require rights holders to opt out of their content appearing in videos Sora 2 generates. As for why OpenAI would release a social media app, Wired suggested that the company saw an opportunity after President Trump repeatedly extended the deadline for ByteDance to bring TikTok's U.S. business under American control. By adding a social component to Sora, OpenAI may also be hoping to dissuade people from trying other models, since leaving its new app would mean abandoning whatever community forms around it. Researchers have discovered major security flaws with tile tracking tags. That's according to a report by Wired. These flaws could allow both the company itself and tech-savvy stalkers to track a user's location. The security issue could also let a malicious actor falsely frame a tile owner for stalking, as the flaw can make it appear as if a particular tag is constantly in the vicinity of somebody else's tag. The issue pertains to how tile tags transmit data during use. Tile tags transmit a lot of data beyond that of other trackers, including the static MAC address and the rotating ID. According to reporting, none of this stuff is encrypted. The rotating ID changes all of the time, but a MAC address does not. Researchers believe that all of this information is stored in clear text, making it easy for hackers to get a hold of. This also would, theoretically, give Tile itself the ability to track its users, though the company says it doesn't have this capability. It gets worse, though. Anyone with a radio frequency scanner can allegedly intercept all of this information as it's being transmitted, creating another potential security hole. Also, this problem might not even be solved if Tile decides to stop transmitting the MAC address. That's because the company generates its rotating ID in such a way that future codes can be reliably predicted from past ones. One researcher found that an attacker only needs to record one message from the device, and that a single recorded message will fingerprint it for the rest of its lifetime. The researcher said that creates a risk of systemic surveillance. The security researchers who are involved with the Georgia Institute of Technology reached out to Tile's parent company, Life360, back in November to report the findings. Wired said the company stopped communicating with the researchers in February. The company did say it has made a number of improvements to its security, but did not elaborate further. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Andre Revilla, Igor Bonifasic, and Lawrence Bonk, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer by me, Steve White. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.